Okay. Make sure I'm live over here. Let's do. What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Big win for them boys. Big win for them boys. Listen, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. Big win 111-94. Series now 3-2. Big win for them boys, man. Huge. The captain, 32 points, 5 assists, flexing his muscle. Let him know I am the real superstar in this game. The big cat sinking his teeth into this win, flexing his muscle also. 24 big points for him, 13 rebounds, big task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Great win, man. Great win for them. Great win. I think that wins like this, man, are it's a great feeling, right? Because, one thing you want to know is that they're going to go out and they're going to fight for their season. That's what I saw from beginning to end. Namrick, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Man, I saw a team that wanted it. I didn't see a team that was going to go out, you know what I'm saying, like that. Like, they want to go out and they want to go out swinging. And I thought that's what they swung first tonight. They swung first tonight, connected, drew the first blood, and that was it. They didn't look back after that. Disc Rover, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. But who set the tone was the captain, right? Starting point guard in the East, second team All-NBA. He set the tone. Averaging over 30 in the series. 14 big points in that first quarter. When I saw him cooking, I said, okay, I think we're gonna pull this one out tonight. I think we're gonna, because he came in focused. He came in focused. And what I love about him is that everything was attacking. He was attacking. He was not, you could tell he was locked in, right? And that's the beauty, because when he did that, then everybody else followed. Purcell Gaines, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. It's my first time seeing you, Purcell Gaines, coming through rocking with me, man. But if you can, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew, Purcell Gaines. Appreciate that. And I think that's what he did, man. That's what he did. And that's what you're supposed to do when you're the guy. When you're the guy, when you're the leader, when you're the captain, of course, right? And you're just, to me, I feel like he should have been first team All-NBA. I think he should have got Spider-Man Mitchell up out of there. But that's a different conversation for a different day. We're talking about the win tonight. He set the tone, man. And that's what you want for your star player to do. And everybody else followed after that. And I think that's how it's got to be, man. And then after that, everybody was comfortable. Everybody started playing hard. And I thought we got after it defensively, forcing 20 turnovers tonight. I thought it was great. I thought Bridges was exceptional. I thought OG Anunoby was great. I thought he was active today. He's still shaky with that ball dribbling, of course, but he was attacking the rack, which was good. I thought Mitch was awesome. I thought, I just thought everybody played good. Josh Hart, listen, 12 points, 10 rebounds for him. Still three turnovers, boneheaded turnover. I thought he had more than that. I thought he had like 5 turnovers, but whatever. Josh Hart being Josh Hart. But one thing you can't get mad at him about is he plays hard, man. That's one thing about that guy that you can't take away from him. We know he does boneheaded stuff, just like Cat with his boneheaded fouls. But one thing I love is that I loved his intensity. I love how hard he plays. And I thought that kind of led into it was just the energy that was up from this team, man. I just thought they were locked in, man. Unlike they were other games. Like, I just felt like they were locked in. Even coming out the third quarter, I thought they looked good, right? So you could tell like they were here to set a tone. Now, of course, we got to go back Saturday to Indy. It's going to be a ruckus crowd, same thing. So, if you want to get to the next level, because you put yourself in this hole, you got to beat them on their home floor. You got to beat them. Can it be done? Of course it can. We're one of the best playoff teams in the league. So, but it's going to be a tall task. Let's be honest. It's going to be a tall order. But do I feel like this team can do it? I do. This is my team. I'm riding with them to the end. But it was a great game, man. Great game, great game. Everybody coming up in here, man. I appreciate everybody rolling up in here, man. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV live. Big time win, man. Big time win. Also, let's reset the room, man. Big time win for them boys, 111-94. The Big Cat, 24 rebounds, 24 points, 13 rebounds. The captain, 32 points, 5 assists. What I love that they're doing now, and they started doing it a couple of games ago, but now I love that they're staggering. They're staggering Towns and Brunson. I love the fact that they're bringing Hart in for Towns. Let him sit. And they're staggering to let him sit and he can come back and start that second. Let Brunson finish strong. Let Brunson take a rest. Let him come back in about the 6-minute mark. And then he can pretty much take it from there. I love how that looks because now we don't lose anything offensively. Because as you see, but this has been the whole series. No one can check Towns. No one. We've known this. So that's why sometimes you get frustrated by their boneheaded offensive plays because you're like, yo, go to Towns. Go to Towns. They can't check him. He does what he wants, right? He's just not getting enough touches. But guys, his percentages is insane. He's shooting over like 50% from the field. Like they can't check him. But that's been that way the whole series. That's why it's frustrating that we're down in this series. What was Towns today? Towns was 10 for 20 from the field, man. 1 for 4 from 3. 3 for 5 from the line. 13 boards, man. He's a plus 26 tonight, was the Big Cat. Plus 26. I mean, plus 26. I mean, you gotta feed him, man. You gotta feed him, let him get busy. I mean, he was dominating tonight. Dominating. But it's those non-Brunson minutes, man, which is what we love. Also, too, man, what about Sham and oh man, forget the guy's name. What about Sham and Delon Wright, man? Once again, like those guys coming off the bench and providing minutes for providing a spark. This is something we've been calling for the longest, right? So now Tibbs has finally woken up and said, okay, cool, though, these guys can play. Shaman with that great defensive play against McConnell right there. He was, got the ball knocked out of bounds, but that was great defense because McConnell has been a Knick killer. We know this. But Shaman is kind of giving him problems. Delon Wright playing the passing lanes, right? He got a good steal. He couldn't finish at the end, but it's okay, man. I'm not even mad. Because my thing is that he ain't there to be up in there trying to finish. He's there to play defense, get steals, pass to the open guy. The beauty with Delon Wright, what I love, is he doesn't try to do too much. He does exactly what he's supposed to do. He goes and he plays hard defense. He runs the offense. He doesn't try to do too much. And that's what you want from a guy like him because he's there just to steady the ship until Brunson gets back. And that's what he does, man. And that's what he does. The beauty also, too, is that during those non-Brunson minutes, when Town is out there, how they're staggering it, the Knicks outscored the Pacers 18-11. So to still keep that lead, which is great. Because now when Brunson comes back, there's nobody can check him, man. Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Jotty, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live, man. Big time win for them boys, 111-94. Series is now 3-2, going back to Indy Saturday night. Hey, man, look, anything is possible, man. Look, we just got to get one. That's it. That's how the mindset should be. Don't think about getting 2. Think about getting 1. Let's just get 1. Let's just get 1. That's it. Let's not worry about nothing else. Let's just get 1. That's how I feel about this, man. Let's go to the highlights, guys. You got to love how these guys fought tonight, man. You got to love how these guys fought. You have to be happy with that. Excuse me. It's weird because in watching the game, I wasn't getting too excited when Brunson was cooking. Like I was like, all right, this should be it, right? This should be what happens. But I wanted to see how we looked in that second quarter after the momentum and everyone's pumped up. After that, all dies down, and Indiana starts getting a sweat, right? Everyone starts getting warmed up, and I thought that second quarter with that unit. With Shamit and the boys and Cat, that to me is what changed the game because Indiana couldn't really catch up the way they wanted to. And then once we got it up to 20, they just couldn't really break that, you know what I mean? Just kind of break that momentum that we had. And then one thing that was great too, guys, which I think is even really, really awesome about tonight. We played a full 48-minute game. When's the last time we played like this? Probably against Boston, game 6, you would say that? We haven't played a full 48-minute game since that Boston game. Full. I thought from beginning to end we were exceptional. And it's ill because the first game we were like that. The first game we were like that. But in the first game we played 43 minutes or 42 minutes of a complete game. And then we just let them just, you know what I mean, a miracle thing that they did, right? But I thought in all honesty, I thought today was a complete game, a complete game from beginning to end. And that's what you gotta love, man. And I think that most importantly, one thing we can't deny is this team doesn't have heart. They have, no pun intended, but they have a lot of heart, man. And I thought that they left it out on the court today. Whatever happens on Saturday, you got to be happy with how they played today, and how they just didn't go out like whatever and just give up. I didn't sense that from this team. I will say this though. Indiana's going to come out with a punch Saturday, so be prepared for that. But I think that if we could weather that storm and come with this same intensity, especially defensively, I think we'll be fine. Because what I'm noticing, I don't know if you guys are picking up on this, but the young bull, Nembhard, he's not the same player since he sprained that ankle. His threes aren't falling. He's struggling defensively. You see, they was taking. He can't stay in front of Brunson. See, that's what happens with ankle sprains. Like when you're playing like this, you're getting treatment, but it's not the same. You need a couple of weeks. I've had a couple of bad ones. I need like a couple of months. So you could be out for a while with that. That's going to be a problem. So guys, pay attention to that. Pay attention to those Nembhard minutes. Pay attention with how he looks guarding Brunson back in Indiana. Because I thought in Indiana, I thought Brunson was playing well. Remember, he got to the line 12 times. He had 30-something points. So I don't know, man. They took him out quick and put Shepherd on him, and Brunson was cooking him. So you guys got to pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Also, too, this whole talk about Halliburton being a superstar, yo, man, knock that off. Like, he's a star. He's not a superstar. He disappears too much in games. And I listened to some of I listened to some of the Pacers podcasts. I listened to some of those guys. They got good shows over there. And they were breaking down how they're even afraid of the fact that Halliburton disappears in games. Right? Like, that's what he does. Like, he's known to do that. And I thought today, with the defensive pressure we were giving him, Bridges being on him, OG Anunoby was on him a couple of times, giving him pressure, right? We weren't really giving him no room to breathe. Bridges was taking him up full court. Remember, guys, a lot of us were complaining, like, yo, why is Bridges taking him up at half court? He's getting too much steam. Eric Green said Mimi Naismith. Yes, I get these guys confused. This Rover knows. I always get it confused. Naismith, not Nembhard. Sorry. Naismith, his ankle. I'll touch on him in a second. But anyway, the whole he just disappears, man. And so for me, like that's huge when it comes to this series, because when you're watching it and you're kind of saying, all right, let me see exactly like how he's gonna look as a player. Let me see what he does. And he's like weird, man. Like he's like a roller coaster as a player. With Brunson, you know what you're gonna get every night. You know what he's gonna do. If we can give that pressure to Halliburton, and we got to pay attention to the whistle in Game 6 too. If it's a pretty fair whistle, I think we could steal one in Indiana. If we steal one Saturday, we get them boys Monday night. I think if they lose, right now the pressure's not on them. If they lose Saturday, the pressure's all on them. It's not on us. The pressure's all on them, especially coming back to the Garden. So to me, that's the key. What do we look like on Saturday? And also, too, what type of whistle are we getting? Like, what does that look like? Right, so that's going to be big, man. But I thought today, man, everyone played great, man. I thought everyone played great. I love the substitution patterns. The only thing I'm gonna say about the substitution patterns, right? I do love it. Like, Tibbs is getting better. Why is he playing Josh Hart? Like, like the whole half. Like, why he doesn't come out the game, man? And don't get me wrong, like I love what he did today. I thought he was exceptional, but a part of me is starting to feel like I don't know if maybe an agreement was done or talked about with him and Tibbs. Like, yo, man, look, all right, cool, look, we'll start Mitch, but yo, man, you got the rest of the game though. Like, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. LV's just saying that because it doesn't make any sense why he doesn't come out the game as soon as he subs in. As soon as he subs in, right in that first quarter, he plays the rest of the game and does not come out until it's the start of the third quarter. He'll sub in for Cat, and he will not come out the game. And now I'm starting to think that maybe like some of those turnovers are maybe fatigue. I'm just saying. Because it makes no sense why he's playing as much as he is. Like, you got to sit him down. Like, he can't be playing like almost 40 minutes. So it's weird about that with him. Like, I'm kind of like paying attention to that. You know what I mean? We got to be mindful of that. But I think tonight was a great night, man. I think tonight was a great night. But were we kind of surprised? I wasn't shocked though. I knew the captain was going to show up. He always does. That's one thing about him. He always does. He never goes missing in action. And so, but can the captain bring his cape Saturday to Indy? Because to me, that's the biggest game. I'm not worried about Game 7. I think Game 7, we got them boys because now the pressure's all on them. Right? So I think that to me is like where, you know what I'm saying, where the game is, going to be, won and lost, man. I think it's going to be based on him. Based on him, because I think Neesmith's got an issue with his ankle, man. I think that's a problem. Even I listened to Postgame and Carlisle talked about that. So I don't know how healthy he is. I think he's got some things going on there because he doesn't look like himself. Because Brunson is getting where he wants to get to. It's not difficult for him. He's getting whatever shot he wants. And for Carlisle to kind of take him out the way he did, you know what I'm saying? So that tells me something. That's something to pay attention to. Because if he's not 100% and he's more like 60%, his ankle's getting worse because he can't really rest it because he's getting every other day. Every other day is the game. So even though they're flying back probably tonight, he's home resting. Then he's got to play again Saturday. I know if anybody's had really bad ankle sprains, you really need to be off your feet for a good couple of weeks. You can't be, but I don't care how much treatment you get. Especially if it's a really bad one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think he's trying to push through and trying to fight through, but I don't know really, like, you know what I mean? It could be getting worse. He's trying to play on it, but I think he's pushing himself because you see the rotations coming in. He's not playing that much. How much did he play tonight? He didn't play that much. They try to put him out there on Brunson, but Brunson was cooking him, man. He can't stay in front of Brunson. How many minutes did he play tonight? Yeah, man. Yo, Neesmith only played 16 minutes. He only played 16 minutes tonight. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's something to pay attention to. Pay attention to that, guys. Because if they have nobody for Brunson, if they got, what's the guy's name again? I'm sorry, Nemhard and Shepard and Matherin on him and McConnell, Brunson might have 50 Saturday, man. He might have 50. So that's something to pay attention to. All right, let me get it here in the chat, man. See what everybody's talking about. Once again, I appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight, man. Let's reset the room. Big win for them boys, 111-94. The Big Cat, 24 points, 13 rebounds. Everybody coming here, please hit that like button for me. I truly, truly appreciate it. Okay, man. It's my great Gravity right here. Gravity says, once we get physical and play good defense on Indy, they can't handle it. Agree, Gravity. That's why, Gravity, my keys for Saturday, because we've shown that we can score the ball. Like, I'm not worried about that. What's the whistle going to be? Because today they let us play. And I just want to see if their whistle's going to be like really, really strict. Because that's what's going to force guys and kind of throw guys' games off. But if they kind of let people rock, That's right up our alley because now we can really kind of get in them. You know what I mean? Pause. But we can get after it defensively, right? Especially a guy like OG Anobi, and of course Bridges on Halliburton. But he's got to pick him up full court. Like he's got to do that. Okay, big task. Robbed again. Brunson should have been first team. Oh yeah, big task. He should have been, man. He should have been. He should have been. He should have been. This Grover said, I disagree, LV. OG, Josh, and Mikal sucked. Nah, they were solid tonight, this Grover. This Grover, you thought they played bad? I thought they were solid. Mikal was coming up with timely buckets, man. I think what was his numbers like tonight? Mikal was 12, 5 assists, 1 steal, 3 rebounds. He was 6 to 12 from the field, shot 50%. Now, OG struggled from the field, man. Yeah, he was 3 for 14. A couple of times, he's like going to the rack. Yo, he's got to work on his game, man. He has like no handle. Remember he went down on a fast break? It was just him and Siakam. He just lost the ball. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with this guy? And every time he goes to the rack, it's like he can't finish. It's like he's clumsy or something. He's got to work on his game, man. He's like he's uncoordinated. But yeah, he was shaky tonight, this Grove. I will give you that. 3 or 4. He was 3 for 14, 1 for 7 for 3. Made all his free throws finally. 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Thought he was active defensively, though. I thought Josh Hart was solid, man. But let me say this, and this is why I was saying earlier. I think Tibbs is playing him too much because you got to sit him because it seems like he's making mistakes, and I don't know if it's based off of fatigue, right? Just because he starts going downhill, starts running, and starts jump passing and doing all this extra stuff. He's losing the ball, making bad turnovers. I'm like, oh man, here we go, man. Here we go. He didn't allow a back cut tonight. Give him credit. He did not allow a back cut tonight. Let's show him some love for that. He didn't allow that. This scroller. Sorry. Let's see what this scroller answer. Josh has been close to useless for us this playoffs. I thought he was good against Boston. I thought he was good against Detroit too. He struggled here. You know why he's struggling here? Just over the turnovers are destroying him. And you can't turn a ball over against these guys. You can't. I think in this series, this Rover ain't letting him off the hook. He said he struggled against Detroit and Boston too, LV. I thought he was all right, man, but there is some truth to that too, though, man. I understand. Josh isn't everyone's favorite right now. I get it. It's all valid. It's all valid. Eric Green says, solid wire-to-wire victory. Stopped Halliburton down. Excellent effort on defense. Right. Okay. Agreed. This Rover said, I've been rocking here since the beginning of the season. How many times have I said we need to play our bench? Listen, this Rover agreed, man. Agreed. But that's a Tibbs issue. That's no one else. I mean, Landry Shaman was injured before, but that's a Tibbs thing, man. But he's learning now because he knows his job is on the line, man. He knows that. Trust me, he knows. He knows. He hears the whispers. Eddie Kofi says OG continues to struggle for open looks. Yeah, you know what it is, Eddie Kofi? I'm not going to say he struggles for open looks because he's had open looks. He's had open looks. He just can't finish at the rack. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on with him with that. He's like struggling to finish. Guys are blocking his shot. I'm just like, yo, my man, like, what is wrong with you, man? I don't know. I don't know. But I will tell you this: he needs to work on his game this summer. He needs to do that. This Rover says, I'm not mad at Delon missing the layup because he hasn't actually played in 2 years yet. Agreed. Well played, sir. Well played with that. Well played. Eddie Kofi says Bridges not consistent shooter. I think he's consistent, man. I think here's the thing. I think it's important to run sets for him, like because he can score. So you gotta run plays for him. If it feels like sometimes it's just kind of winging it, it's not really anything run for him, and I think that's the importance of that. You got to let him. I would have him attacking Halliburton all the time. He gets in the post with Halliburton. Halliburton can't do nothing with him. So I would use that all the time. I wouldn't be like playing around with that. Take advantage of your mismatches, man. Shotty says we played Knicks b-ball, man. We set the pace. Holly can only play good when the pace is fast. Yeah, man. He struggles when the game is slowed down. Why was Precious not giving more minutes? Well, I think he's really trying to stagger the whole Towns and Mitch. But I do think Precious should probably see some minutes too. I like what Precious gave tonight. Thought he was active. This Rover says Josh was literally the reason why they managed to cut the lead back to 10 those two times. Agreed. That's a good point. But that's why I think this Rover, man, I think sometimes he's tired, man. Like, I don't know, because he just be doing stuff. You're like, yo, what is wrong with this guy? Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? It's like he makes like just boneheaded plays. Like, just even when he got the rebound. Remember when he got the rebound? And this is when Mathurin got the N1. He got the rebound. He had it in his arms, and he loses the ball. I'm like, yo, my man, hold on with it with two hands. Like, what are you doing? And then he loses the ball. They pass to Mathurin. Mathurin comes up and gets the N1 on him. And he's sitting there looking like, yo, like what? And then there was another time like he had the rebound, and he fouled somebody. I mean, I don't know. He's always in the mix or something. But, once again, listen, look, can't be mad at the effort, right? One thing you do know is that he's going to play hard. And that, to me, that's half the battle. Big Taskers. LB, seriously, Mikel's consistent? Let me say this. I'm not saying Big Task. I'm not saying he's like a knockdown shooter like all the time. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, Big Task, is that a lot of times it feels like when he's shooting, like it's out of rhythm. Like he's like not, you know what I mean? Like he's just not. I feel like Big Task, when they run set plays for him, like when he takes Halliburton down there in that Baja, he's backing him down. That fall away mid range is money. That's give Halliburton doesn't even contest his shot. So they should look to expose that. You know what I'm saying? Possibly get him into foul trouble. But a lot of times, sometimes like when he's shooting, it seems like he's rushing his shot. Big Task. When he's taking his time and he kind of like, he knows exactly what he wants to do. Then he knocks it down. I thought he came up with some timely buckets tonight, though. I thought he did. I thought when they started cutting the lead down, let's say he cut the lead down to 14 or to 12, he would come down and hit like a fadeaway. Boom, put us up by two more, put us up by 14. Then boom, he hit that one. I forget what it was, where he did a push dribble right on the left side, pushed it to the middle of the court, to the middle of the foul line. Boom, he hit that 15-footer right there. So he comes up with timely buckets, man. Does he need to get a little bit more consistent? Yes, but I've seen moments where he has been. Big Chad says, LV, what? He said, LV, you bugging out, LV. Oh, Garris, what's going on, man? They let LV have it tonight. Yo, man, I'm just sorry. Man. Big Chad's like, nah, LV, you wildin'. I apologize, man. Garris, man, appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Let's reset the room, man. Big win for them boys, 111-94. The Big Cat, 24 points, 13 rebounds. Gravity says campaign is going next year, definitely, man. He's out of here. He's played his last game as a Knick. I hope he knows that. These guys are killing. He's agreeing on that. Went from a star to a brick out this series. Yeah, I thought he's had his moments. Yo, that's why I love y'all, man. That's why I love y'all, man. You'll be like, yo, come on, man. Yo, my man, he's stinking it up, LV. I feel you. Everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. Just make sure you hit that like button when you come through, man. When you step through the door, hit that like button, please. Okay, Eddie Kobe says, still no one's a contain. Yo, Siakam's a tough check, man. Siakam's a tough check. He's got a weird game because he's big. He's about 6'8", 6'9". He's big, but he's really agile. You know what I'm saying? So he's quick. He's like a cat because he's quick. Like when he makes layups, he's got quick movements. And then also too, he gets out in a break fast. Like when he gets up, so he's a tough check. And then also too, if he's hitting that three, man, he's tough to deal with. He's tough to deal with. That fadeaway and stuff like that, he's tough check. That's why you gotta keep Obi on him. Not Obi, excuse me. You gotta keep OG on him. Because he's tough to deal with. He's tough to deal with. Big Taz says Cat has to stay out of foul trouble though. Yeah, man. I think he's like I don't know what happens to him, man. I think he forgets he's like in a game. I think he think he's like playing the street ball or something like that. Black on a block or something. Because he just be like, did you see when he just pushed Siakam? I said, yo, what are you doing, man? You don't have to do that. Like why are you doing that? Like just boneheaded stuff. Him and Josh are like drinking from the same cup because they both are like, you're like, yo, man, come on, man. Like, come on. Like they just be doing like boneheaded stuff. It just makes no sense. This one says, I want to kill for the Boston series. Yeah, right. Yeah, he was tough. He was tough, man. He was tough. Sorvis says Deuce guards Siakam better than Josh. Yo, man, Deuce needs more minutes, man. I don't know what's going on with these minutes, but Deuce needs more minutes. Gravity says, do you think Cat does those boneheaded fouls so he can get rest on the bench? Yo, that's why I love y'all, man. Y'all be coming in here with the heat. Yo, Gravity, that might be a fact. Because it was a couple of times I noticed right there when he was coming down, especially in the second quarter. You could see he was tired. You could see he was kind of feeling it. And I'm like, yo, Tibbs, get him a sub, man. Like, you got to identify, like, yo, these dudes just kind of like, they're kind of tired. Yo, Tibbs, let's get a sub. Let's put Precious out there. Let's bring Big Mitch back. Let's get him a breather. Because, he might be right. He might be doing that just like, yo, let me get up out of the game, man. See this, Grover? Because we know Tibbs ain't doing it. Yeah, he ain't doing it. He definitely ain't doing that. He definitely ain't doing that. Gravity says, man, Siakam is a beast in trends. Yo, he is, man. He is. He gets out like a cat. That's why you gotta watch him, man. He's just a tough check, man. He's really, really tough. You gotta kind of give it to him. You know what I'm saying? He's a really tough check, man. Big Taz says the Pacers have a good game plan against Josh Hartman because they know that he's afraid to shoot. There was one time when I almost lost it right tonight. You guys remember when he went to the hole and he had a layup and he kicked it out to the wing to try to pass the Bridges and Halliburton got the steal. I said, yo, Josh, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like, just you're right there. Just finish, man. Go to the rack and finish. Why are you kicking it out for? Like, what are you doing, man? Just boneheaded stuff. See, stuff like that, that's when the coach has got to be like, all right, yo, Deuce, come here. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. He needs a breather. Go get him. He needs to kind of recalibrate. Go get him. And then he knows he's coming out because he made a boneheaded play. You got to do that with him, man. Because sometimes, man, he just be doing plays. You're just like, what is wrong with this guy, man? Like, what is he thinking? Like I said, I think him and Towns drink from the same cup, man. Because it just doesn't make any sense, man. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about I saw when Halliburton walked off the court, he was laughing, right? Smiling and all that other stuff, right? Doing all that. Yo, man, let me say something. He's playing a dangerous game, man. He's playing a dangerous game because what you don't want to do is you don't want to give a guy like Towns or any of these other guys, or especially a guy like Brunson, an opportunity to kind of say, okay, cool. Like, listen, all we got to do is win one, like I stated earlier. And the Knicks are great on the road. Great on the road. I thought they could have stole a couple of these games. And so you don't want to give a team like this life. You just don't. If you have an opportunity to get, to end the game, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's let's go over and go to these interviews here, man. Let me pull up OG Anunoby. Pull this up for you guys really quick. I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight, man. Great win for them boys, man. Great win for them boys today. Let me pull this up for you guys. Let me get this out of here, man. Okay. Pull this up, man. OG Anunoby. Okay. Guys, look, whose man is this, man? Yeah, my man look like.
How much did he started 5 tonight?
The top. Bring back to the top.
How much did
he got the hole on his hoodie. He looked like he's straight from Brooklyn. All y'all Brooklyn cats out here, he don't look like my man and be like, yo, tuck your chain. Look at these eyes. Look at these eyes right here. See that? That's you know that. You see that? You see that look right there? What's Brooklyn? That's Nostrand Ave, right? Nostrand Ave. Utica. Over there, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. That's that look. If you're from Brownsville, from the Star, pink houses, right? That's that look right there. If you ain't from over there and you got that look, and he got the hoodie on like that, it's over. You better tie them Timbs. You better start booking because they coming for you. That look right there with that hoodie. Look at my man's right here. We're grabbing. See, Gravity, you know what time it is. See, we having fun tonight, man. We want let's enjoy it. Look, East New York vibes. You know that. You know that. Easy. He getting after it. He getting to it, ain't he? He getting to it. That's when you like, oh man, come on, dogs. Come on, man. I got my new chain on. I got my new Pele. He like, so what? I need that. Ante up, right? That's what MLP said. That's what MLP said. They said ante up. All right, let's listen. Let's listen to what he has to say, man. Let's listen to what he has to say.
OG, how much did he started 5 tonight? Pardon? Started 5 tonight. How they operated? What did you think?
I thought it came out great. Defensively, we're getting stops, flying up and down the floor, and do a good job scoring the offense.
OG.
Okay, so he basically said, he liked the way how he went out there kind of getting ready tonight. He loved the energy, so which was good. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he just scrolled it, right. This was let me holler at you for a second, my guy. That's what he says, yo. This rover, man, you gotta be easy out there in Brooklyn, man. That's how it is. That's how they get to it, man. That's how they get to it. If you're from out of town, man, be careful out there, man. Out there in Fort Greene, what is that? Myrtle Ave, right? Myrtle Ave over there. Murder Ave get it shaking out there, man. Get it shaking on Murder Ave. You gotta be careful out there, man. Come man, OG, man. That's how you do it. That's how you give it up. Brooklyn style. Oh man, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Hold up, let me bring I got Big Cat right here. Let me bring up Big Cat. Hey man, I thought Brunson and Cat, I found a great stat today for you guys. Brunson and Cat are the third duo to score over 20 points in the conference finals each games. Score over 20 each one of them. The only duos to do that were Shaq and Kobe, of course, and Jerry West and Elgin Baylor. All right, guys. So let's listen to the Big Cat, man. Hear what the Big Cat has to say. The great win tonight for them boys, man. Great win tonight for them boys. Feels good tonight, man. Feels good. We were all upset the other night. Now it feels good to kind of get back in the winning column. I think it's very important for this team, man. And listen, anything could happen on Saturday, man. So we have to be optimistic, but anything can happen. Okay, let me bring up the Big Cat. Okay, give me 1 second here.
Just how do you guys feel that in terms of the pace of the play and in terms of the kind of going back to DeLon and Landry, Indiana obviously plays 10, 11 players and they play really fast. You guys up until recently had a significantly shorter rotation. I'm just wondering, when you add 2 new players to the rotation, just how do you guys feel that in terms of the pace of the play and in terms of the way that Indiana plays? Like, how much of a boost does that give you, just the new bodies in the rotation?
I mean, Landry, he seems every game we're playing it recently, he gets a big charge, and Deuce has been great, and DeLon's been awesome, and I think everyone on the team is just continuously ready for their moment. And even the guys who don't play and haven't had a minute in these last 2 games, what they bring to our bench and the life they bring to our team, it can't be understated, and it can't be undervalued. 1 through 15, everyone's doing an amazing job of wanting to win and being there for each other. So this team's special. This team is special. And, with the series, we haven't been able to close out games the way we wanted to. We haven't been able to show how special we are. We've had, moments of brilliance, but we haven't had games of brilliance. And I think tonight was a good testament to, when we're locked in playing 48 minutes, we could show the world how special we really are.
Kind of going back to DeLon
Great
and Landry.
breakdown by the Big Cat. Great breakdown by the Big Cat. And I love that he said what he said, man, about those guys being ready to play. I think it's important because, we've all make sure. I'm sorry, check my mic. We've all have kind of been saying how we felt that those guys should play. Like we've all been saying that, and I think that for Tibbs to finally do that, and for Tibbs to finally get those guys off the bench, and for those guys to produce the way that they've produced, Shamitz, even Precious when he come in for limited minutes, DeLon Wright, right? When you've given those guys minutes, they've been able to produce. And so for a guy like Cat, for him to saying that is because he understands it's going to take everybody. It's going to take everybody to win this. And I think that's where, the issues with Tibbs always pops its head out, because where would we be if he played those guys in the first game? Like, where would we be? Or if he played those guys in the second game? Where would we be as a team? We probably will be up right now 3-1, or we probably would end the series tonight, right? So it's those little things, right? So that you got to get away from when you're trying to win a series. We need everybody. It's all hands on deck. It can't be we pick and choose. You know what I mean? Like when we want to play guys. You're playing Josh Hart 40-something minutes. He doesn't need to do that. You see what he does when he's out there. You got to believe in everybody. And I think that when you give these guys an opportunity, they've shown up. They've shown up on the road too, especially in that Game 3 win. Right, which was a must-needed win. So, and I thought they played well in Game 4. So, right now, win or go home. That's it. Everybody, all hands on deck. Everybody's got to come to the table ready to go, man. And so, Tibbs has got to be prepared to play everybody. Everybody. Even if you got to come, you got to give Akaporti some minutes because you may not trust Precious. I don't know. Or, if Mitch is in foul trouble and you still want to do the double big, then bring Akaporti in. I don't know. Figure it out, man. But I love what Town's saying, that, everybody's got to play hard. But we need everybody now, man. And so, like you said, when your number's called, be ready, man. Be ready to go. And I think that that's where you have to really trust in your team, trust in your players, trust in everybody that you have. All these guys go to practice. They work hard. All these guys are pros. You think these guys are bums? Let them play, man. Let them play. But it's your job as a coach to put them in the perfect position to where they can be successful in their role, to where they can help the team win and we can get a victory. That's it. We're trying to get wins. Period, man. That's all that matters. So what are you going to scheme up to make sure that these guys are in a perfect situation to where they can help us win and we can get a game 7 back in the Garden on Monday? And then after that, that's it. That's all that matters. Big Taz says nobody on the Pacers can stop Towns at all. Yo, they can't, man. They can't at all. It's been proven this whole time, Big Taz. Miles Turner is not even close to what this guy is. This guy's a monster. And so that's why everyone's talking about trade cat. He's this, he's that. These guys are insane. Insane how good this guy is. He just has to be used correctly. And staggering him and Brunson, I think is smart. Because now you give him an opportunity to where he can get busy and do him. Because there's no one out there that can check him. And then you have him out there playing against, like, people, their backups. Like, I don't know what's going on with the big man that got hurt today. I forget the kid's name. He got hurt. He went out. So now you have to put Bryant back up in there. Bryant can't check him, man. Not even close. So now you're getting, Miles Turner in foul trouble. Who else was out there? You're going to put Siakam out there? He cooks Siakam. Barbecue chicken. So that's the beauty of what this guy can do. And people are talking about trading him. People are insane, man. They definitely don't know it. They don't know hoops. They don't know nothing. This rover says, where was Mitch in the 4th? Yeah, that's another thing, too. Like, Tibbs should have played him. I don't know what's going on with that, man. Because Mitch only played, I think he only played 20 minutes. If I'm correct. Yeah, Mitch only played 20 minutes, man. Only 20 minutes. So I don't even know what the deal is with that, but, Josh needed to come out. Wait. Josh needed to come out full stop. Agreed. That's what I'm saying. I don't. But him playing. Josh came in the third. I think it was 6 minutes left, 7 minutes left in the third, because Towns picked up that stupid foul. Right. Josh came in the game. He did not sit back down. So if you look, I think he played 34 minutes tonight, or 36 minutes. What did he play tonight? Josh played 34 minutes tonight. So what's that? 6 minutes, right? So he's coming in. Like after 3 minutes in each quarter. And then he's basically playing the whole game. I don't know. Something's telling me, man, that him and Tibbs work something out, man. I don't know. I could be wrong. Man, but I'm pretty sure about that. That him and Tibbs might have worked something out, man. Because there's no way that this guy's just playing. You got other players that you could play in his spot, man. That's probably why he's screwing up the way he is at times. Because he's tired. I don't know. You guys let me know if I'm wrong or not, but it just feels that way. It just does. Big Taz says Precious should get more minutes, man. I think Precious sure adds problems for the Pacers. Agreed. I definitely would think he should get more minutes, man. I totally agree with that. But see, look at Jotty. What did Jotty say right here? Let me see something. He said, "Yo, guys, what's up with Tibbs' hands?" Yo, Jotty, man, he's getting old, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you, Jotty, I'm sure you have grandparents or like older folks in your family. I'm sure they have like ailments. You know what I'm saying? Because they're old. He's almost 70 years old, my man. He's almost 70, boss. I think he's 68 or 69. He's up there, man. So this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? When guys get older. So he's not a spring chicken, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that he, you know what I'm saying? He's got all those little things going on. He's an older man. This one says, can you imagine if Cat were a little lighter on his feet and had some hops? He'd average 35 against India in the series. Yo, agreed, man. Agreed. He's a mismatch nightmare, man. That's why this Grover, I was bugging out the other day, talking about people talking about they got Knicks should think about trading him. You don't trade this guy. There's a reason why he's getting $60 million. You see him out there, man. You see him. Look how picky he is. Look how he's moving, man, at that size. Look what he's doing to guys. People are insane, man. They want to trade everybody. They want to trade Brunson too if you let them. Big test is LV, man. I think this Tibbs wanted to avoid the Hacker Mitch game plan. Yeah, but they can only. I don't. That's why he took him out to bring Precious in. That was in the third. He did that. But you remember, Big Taz, there's a certain time when you can't do that. If it started the fourth quarter, you can't do it then. You have to wait till a certain time to start doing that. You can't do that right away. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's weird how it goes, but they can't do it. So to your point, I will say this: he took him out because of that, but maybe the start of that fourth, he should have put Mitch back in. Especially actually no, because he played Towns. Towns had 4 fouls. So he's got to figure out how to work that out. Because the start of that fourth, he has the second unit in it, and he likes Towns out there with that second unit. So I see exactly what Tibbs is trying to do. I see what he's trying. I see what he's trying to do. All right, give me 1 second. Let me see here. See who else I got back. A couple of people started talking tonight. Let me see, man, how everything is looking. Once again, let me reset the room, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight. Big win for them boys, 111-94. The Big Cat, 24 points, 13 rebounds, man. He was a monster tonight. Monster for the Big Cat. Okay. Let me see here. All right, let's listen to the captain, man. Let's listen to the captain. I thought he was sensational tonight. Sensational. Sensational, man. Sensational. That's what you do, man. That's what you do. That's how you're supposed to be when you're the man. That's it. I'm coming here doing all that yapping. You see, guys, you see everybody trying to steal his 3-point celebration. These dudes are clowns for that, man. Why everybody want to be like Brunson, man? Don't they do their own thing?
Finals minutes with the season on the line.
All right, let's bring it back.
I've known
Jalen, obviously, DeLon and Landry inserted into the rotation the last few games, just especially against a team like Indiana that likes to play 10, 11 players and play up-tempo the way they do. Just how much of a boost does it give you to add 2 new guys into the rotation? And then what have you seen from their preparation all year to let you know that they'd be ready for conference finals minutes with the season on the line?
Yeah. I've known DeLon since playing with him in Dallas. I know what he brings to the table regardless. Seeing the way Landry worked all year after getting hurt earlier in the preseason? Yeah, preseason. And then coming back and then not being in the rotation, then jumping into the rotation and being very, very successful. It's a credit to their work ethic, credit to what they do and the professionals that they are. And so got a lot of respect for them. I'm just happy that they came in and did what they did.
I love that these reporters are asking about those guys, because I'm not saying that the Knicks will, but there's a chance we can come back and win this series. Isaiah Costa, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Long time no see. Hope all is well with you, sir. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight, man. Big time win for them boys, 111-94. The Big Cat, 24 points, 13 rebounds. The captain, 32 points, 5 assists. The reason why I love that they keep on asking, of course, the main players about Shamet and Delon Wright, because guys, I don't want to say they've changed the series, but they've given the Knicks a new wrinkle now, especially with the whole campaign experiment exploding, right? So what they're bringing with their size, with their athleticism, and with their defensive intensity, which I think is extremely important, it's changed that second unit. And now I always felt Shamet should have been playing. I was at game one when they played Detroit. He didn't play that well, but so what? It's game one. And after that, he didn't see the court. I don't know Tibbs' rationale behind that, but whatever. But before this, he was on a heater going into the playoffs. He was knocking down everything. You could see the confidence building in him. And I felt like that was a perfect time for him to be catching, fire like that offensively going into the playoffs. And then you put him on a bench to ride on the bench. And it's like, yo, dude, this guy can bring some intensity and he can give minutes to where a guy like Bridges can rest. He's given that right now. And he's knocking down some threes. And he's getting after it defensively. Wake up, Tibbs. Like, this guy should have been playing. So I'm glad the reporters are asking the stars about those guys because they're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, that these guys are bringing great value to this team. And believe it or not, they could be, if the Knicks win this series, everyone's going to talk about Tibbs playing those two guys and the impact that they made with that second unit, especially with Towns. And of course, the change of going to Hart, going to the bench, and Mitch, starting and stuff like that. They're going to talk about that. But to me, the silver lining, the main thing is those guys getting playing time. That's what's changed this series. And that's what's made it a lot more competitive. Because now you don't have a guy like Campaign coming in and doing nonsense, chucking up threes, looking like he doesn't even belong on the court. So those guys coming in bringing some stability to where the Knicks can still be in games or even get the lead back. And then you hand it over to this guy to do what he does. Go ahead and see what everybody's talking about in here, man. See you guys. Isaiah Costa, man, said Brunson has joined elite company once again, man. He is the fourth player ever to have 10, 30 points and 5 assist games. He joins the likes of MJ, LeBron, and SGA. You listen, man. He's on a different level, man. They better stop comparing him to Halliburton. They're not even close, man. They're not even close. This guy's a different monster. Different. You see, Halliburton, he disappears in games. Brunson can't afford to do that. And plus, Brunson wouldn't because he's too good of a player. You know what I'm saying? So it's ill the comparisons, but it's not the close. This guy's the man. And doing it on a bigger stage. Halliburton come here, he disappears in games. They would fry him out here in this city. Fry him. And he will fold up just like Randall folded up. Trust me. Rob Red, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming to Rock with LV Live. This Rover says Landry went into the playoffs shooting 48% from three. That's what I'm saying, this Rover. He was on a heater. You know what I'm saying? He was, man. And I don't know, man. You got to talk to your man Tibbs. This Rover was like, I want Tibbs out of here even if we win it. Get him out of here. Johnny says, that's what Bridges said earlier, man. Play the bench guys. Listen, Johnny, he said it earlier, and then remember, Tibbs was trying to say that, and that conversation never happened, which was a lie. Why would the kid come out and say that, man? Why would he say me and Tibbs had a conversation? Why would he say that? You think he's just going to make that up? Just randomly just say, just me and Tibbs just spoke, and come on, man. Knock it off. The conversation happened. Tibbs just didn't want it to get out. You know, this kid is new to the program. He's new to the program. But the reality is the conversation did happen, and, you know, this is something Tibbs should have been doing. This one says Halliburton will survive a minute in the Bronx past 8 p.m. That's too late, man. He wouldn't even, man. He'll be on Grand Concourse, man, in the afternoon running. And you saw him walking with his Timbs coming in here. You saw that, right? He don't even know how to walk in them. He don't even know how to tie him, nothing. He's just throwing them on. These dudes be killing me, man. These dudes are clowns, man. Like you can't make this stuff up. Yeah, he'd be on 3rd Ave in the Bronx, man. They be running down on him, man. Come on, man. I ain't guys, man. Isaiah said MSG's the heaviest place to play in this league. Agreed. And this guy right here on the screen, he handles it with a smile on his face, man. He's cut from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? You got to be cut from a certain cloth to play in this city, man. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Halliburton will fold up just like Randall. You see Randall over there crying, right? Talking there like, it was tough, man. What did he say? He was like, sometimes, you can't make a bad play without people talking about it. So it's hard to play because, people are always talking about it. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he was saying. It's hard to play because he's afraid people are going to talk about him. So that's all you think about during the game is not making the play, but what people are going to say about you making the play. Once again, I'm paraphrasing. Come on, man. Soft. That's why they got him up out of here. But we knew he was, though, man. We knew he was. The source says, LV, man, I want Tibbs handed his pink slip before the confetti hits the ground if we win a chip. I know this, sir. I know this. He wants Tibbs out of here, everybody. He wants Tibbs out of here. And I can't sit here and say I blame him. I can't do that. Ryan says, Game 6 is the same time as the Yankee-Dodgers. Yo, word. Your Yanks been rolling too, man. Won 7 series in a row. 7 series in a row. And we don't even have our ace, man. Our ace is out with Tommy John. Lewis Hill is still coming back. He's not even back yet. Stanton's not even back yet. We rolling, man. Judge is on a different planet. He's we don't want to talk about Soto. He's dealing with his own stuff over there in Queens. But Judge is on a different planet, man, right now, man. I don't think he's going to get the 400, though. I don't. That's a hard number to get to, but I think he's going to be batting at high 3s. He's going to win another MVP this year. That'll be what? Rob Brett. What is that? That's going to be what? 3 now in the last 4 years? MVPs for him? Because I think he's going to get it again this year. Isaiah says, also another thing, man, Tyrese laughing, man, just, you know what? Listen, man, look. He can laugh all he wants. And I said this earlier. This is a dangerous place to be in because the Knicks are a really good team still. And I don't know what Naismith's ankle looks like. Like that, he didn't look right. He only played 16 minutes tonight. And Brunson was cooking him. He can't stay in front of Brunson. That ankle is a big problem. So that's something to monitor, guys. We got to monitor that. Because if he can't stay in front of Brunson, oh, man. Because the bigs can't even handle Towns. Towns is doing what he wants. So if they don't have this guy for him, for this monster, he might drop 50, man, on Saturday, man. He might drop 50. That's how good he is. So so he better stop laughing, man, and get focused. He better stop laughing and get focused. Vaughn Allen, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Let's reset the room, people. Appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me. Big time win for them boys, 111-94. Captain, 32 points, 5 assists. Series is now 3-2, heading back to Indiana on a Saturday. Vaughn said 1 game focus. Agreed, man. Agreed. Listen, one game at a time, Vaughn. Everybody here, don't even think about winning 2 in a row. Don't even think about that. Don't even put that in your psyche. Just think about winning Saturday. Just win Saturday. That's it. Let's make pretend Saturday is game 7 of the finals. Just win Saturday. That's it. Because then after that, all the pressure's on them for Monday. All the pressure back in the Garden for game 7. So let's look at game 6. Like it's game 7. That should be the mindset for this team. 1 game at a time. Knicks should be Halliburton's actions. Yeah, man. Vaughn Allen says duplicate the defensive efforts and get rid of the turnovers. We good. Agreed. Listen, you know what, Vaughn? What's going to be important? What's going to be important Saturday is the whistle. If the refs let them play, like how they let them rock tonight. Because how many times the Knicks went to the line? Let me check. Because it was foul, but it wasn't. Both teams went to the line 30 times. All right, we were 10 for 30. No, I'm bugging. I'm about 30 times. Okay. They went to the line 29 times. We went to the line 22 times. They shot 82% from the line. We shot 68% from the line. That's terrible, man. I'm just realizing that. If the whistle is the same and they kind of let the intensity kind of rock, I think we in there. And here's the reason why, people. Here's the reason why I say we in there. And this is danger zone for them. They don't got this guy. They don't got that guy. That guy's a killer. They ain't got him. And if they don't have nobody to check him, if Naismith is really, really struggling with his ankle, it's going to be lights out. And then once we win that, the pressure's all on them. And I can see Game 7 being like what happened to Boston in Game 6 at the Garden. I can see that same thing happening to them boys because they're going to be finished. Because if they allow us to play and we got this guy, oh man, I'm not going to be worried about Game 7. I think we got them boys. But that's what it's going to be on Saturday. We got to see what that whistle's going to be. If the refs let them rock and let them play. I like Zach Zarber too, man. Zach Zarber lets everybody play, man. He's been pretty good with the Knicks this year. So that's going to be the key. Vaughn says you're playing through Cat early will set the pace. No. Playing through Brunson first. Let him get cooking like we did tonight, Vaughn. Here's why. If you notice when he start cooking him, they all get nervous. They all want to start trapping. They start getting it. Then you can start swinging at the Towns. But you got to let him start getting activated. Let him get activated early, Vaughn. And then let Towns pick it up and keep it going in that second quarter. And let Towns do him because listen, there's nobody for Towns. Nobody. He does what he wants out there. He does what he wants. That's what we need. And someone anybody know Josh Hart? Just call him and say, yo, my man, if you're tired, tell Tibbs to sit you down so you're not making crazy turnovers. Okay? We don't need him with these turnovers. If he doesn't turn the ball over the way he did in Game 4, we probably win that game. He's got to chill, man. That's the one thing. We cannot have those turnovers. And him especially, because he gets the worst ones. David Smith, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Let's reset the room once again. Everybody coming through rocking with me tonight. Big win for the boys, 111-94. The Big Cat, 24 points, 13 rebounds. Does OG Anunoby ever pass the ball? Yo, David Smith, look, let me tell you something about OG, man. He got to work on his game, man. He got to work on his game. It's like he's uncoordinated, man. How's he that big going to the Baja? He can't finish, man. He should be bullying dudes. He should be. Remember how I just said there's nobody for Towns. There's nobody for Brunson. You see how big OG Anunoby is, right? They put Nembhard on him. He should be killing that kid. Taking him right down there in that bar, finishing strong all the time, getting N1s like crazy. If I was Tibbs, I'd be like, yo, listen, man, get in that box. We taking it old school. Do it. We going Charles Barkley on him all day in that bar. Get him on that hip. You take him in there, you finish strong. Dunk all over his neck. That's it. It's easy, man. Easy work. What are we doing? If you ain't got, if you don't got Siakam on you, got that little kid on you, take him in that bar and get busy, man. Like, I'm all the way confused. He's got to work on his game this summer. He's making $212 million. My man, work on your game this summer, man. Work on your offensive moves. Get a handle this summer. Get stronger with the pill. it's like you reach at the ball, you tap it a bit, he loses it. He's not strong with it. He's not strong with the bounce. He's got to get stronger with his handle, man. Got to get stronger with his handle. Isaiah says, agreed, LV, man. The best player, which is Brunson, he needs to get activated early because when he's hot, it's very, very bad for any team defensively. Yeah, they put the pressure on him. He puts the pressure on him, Isaiah, to where now they start kind of like it's like Carlisle and the crew. They start getting nervous. They start saying, all right, cool. We're gonna send everybody. We're gonna blitz them, and then that's when it opens up the wings. Vaughn says OG's footwork is improving little by little, man. His balance is cringy. That will come as he gets healthier. Vaughn, I don't even think it's health, Vaughn. He's been doing this all year, Vaughn. Even when he's healthy, he's off balance. His footwork is improving. Yeah, but yeah, Vaughn, he got to get in the gym. He got to get to work this summer, man. Vaughn, he got to get to work this summer. Vaughn, you play ball, right? I heard you before. You play ball. If you was OG Anunoby and you got Nembhard guarding you in that Baja, what you doing, man? What you doing? That's easy work. That's mouse in the house. Come on, come on, man. I'm going to work. Ain't no way. And I'm screaming at Brunson, yo, give me the rock. We'll be fighting on the bench. Because I'll be like, yo, give me the rock. Let me take this. Come on, this is easy work. I'll be getting N1s like crazy. Siakam be like, yo, stay over there. Yo, we can't, because it's mismatches all over the place, but we can't take advantage of this because this guy's falling all over the place as soon as he get the ball. He tripping and stuff. He try to do crossovers. He's like losing the ball. I'm like, yo, my man, come on. Eric Green says, limit turnovers and dumb fouls by Cat, and we can win on Saturday. Go Knicks. Agreed, man. Agreed. All right, people, listen, let me get up out of here. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man. Big time win for them boys, 111-94. I will be back Saturday to go live after the game, so please come through and check it out, all right? Please hit that like, share, subscribe button, hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, if it's your first time coming through rocking with me, please subscribe to the channel. And also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right, people, listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show. Big win for the boys, 111-94. The captain, 32 points, 5 assists. The big cat, 24 points, 13 rebounds. The series is 3-2. Let's see if we can get it even on Saturday. I will be live again, so please come through and check it out. All right, people, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.